RP Dex Osama, Lil Snoop, all the fallen soldiers, Scooter, Truce. When they killed my nigga Snoop, I see my young nigga in the casket, ain't even had no blood in him. Probably the reason why I keep taking these drugs.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any more thoughts on Vic Mensa?
No, that basically cancels that out for me. Another hot topic we could talk about though is how do you feel about the Pusha and Drake situation right now? Kind of sparked back up, even though after they both dropped their diss tracks, they're both kind of opening up about how they feel about it and kind of what went down.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot to break down. We got two sides of two different stories. We got a bunch of variables getting thrown in, and talking about the whole 40 thing that just came up, supposedly leaking the information. Before that, it was Kanye leaking the information. Before that, we were even questioning whether he had a kid or not. He hadn't confirmed it yet or not. And then before that, it was the blackface thing. So Drake has been caught up in a lot of scandals. It's hard to beat Drake. He's one of and arguably the greatest, one of the greatest artists to ever do it, and the numbers don't lie on that. But, people do have their own opinions, and then, of course, the whole ghostwriting thing is questioning his writing credibility. Mm-hmm. So I do agree on not putting him in the top lyricist just due to that, but you can't take away from what he's done already. Definitely can't take away from that. But it just seems like Pusha T has an edge on him. Drake obviously wins. He has the most fans. He has, the best albums, in my opinion, coming out. But it just seems like Pusha T is he's just like this slithery snake, and he's creeping his way back up in it. And I don't know how Drake I don't know how Drake is gonna come back from this and defend it, but it just seems like he's playing a mind game on him.
Exactly, yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Pusha, he's kind of always had that edge and that grit, and he doesn't really get appreciated as one of the larger rappers in our generation. But his longevity, he's been around for quite a while, and he still was able. His last project, it was, in my opinion, his best project he's ever had. That album went crazy, and it just kind of shows he is battling with Drake, I guess you could say, but he's just trying to put his name in with the greats is what I perceive it as. He's
Pusha T, right?
Yeah, Pusha's trying to put his name within the greats, and he's kind of attacking Drake because that's who's the hottest right now, one of the hottest artists, and he's just trying to get that attention from those fans, and he's like, hey, I'm here too. Hey, look at my longevity. And he's just trying to kind of showing his grit and showing the attitude and the character that he has to kind of climb and establish that name for himself.
So are we putting him on the other list? Another one on the list of clout chasing?
Pusha, I wouldn't say Pusha's
not that far.
No,
nah.
Pusha.
All right.
Pusha's always he's still had that respect even from the rap game. He's just not. He's not one of those artists who changed up and had that pop sound.
Yeah.
He's not one to have a radio hit.
Accepted.
Exactly.
Widely accepted. Okay.
Yeah. Pusha has a certain audience that it's like an artist someone I can compare him to. Decent comparison anyway was like Kevin Gates. Like Kevin Gates has had a few hit singles and he's had a few radio songs, but he still has that gritty kind of style that pertains to a certain audience. So that audience is going to stick with that artist.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, it's unfortunate for Drake. I mean, it's tough to see, and me growing up, favorite artist, hands down. So it's just tough to see him take an L, but got to bounce back. Exactly. We need a record.
Exactly.
I think we need that record.
Exactly. Drop it.
No, I do hope Pusha T comes out with some new music. One of the best MCs as well to ever do it. coming up. One thing people didn't know too, well, I'm sure a lot of people know, but I wasn't aware of this, is that he actually wrote the jingle for McDonald's.
What?
Yeah, the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it, yep. Pusha T.
It's crazy.
So it was like Pusha T, Justin Timberlake, Pharrell, like they were all together, and they wrote the jingle. And I knew about this before he went on the podcast earlier today, started to do it, but and then he also, I guess he wrote the thing for Arby's as well, and he owns like a big
Stock
part in Arby's. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
So, you know, Pusha's out here doing his thing, dissing, getting in people's heads, collecting that bag.
Got his footprints in the game.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the synopsis. We'll be keeping you updated with many new episodes to come, and keeping you updated with the most hip-hop culture that we can. Keep you informed.
The synopsis.
The synopsis.
Fuck it, we ball. Yeah. All the soldiers we lost. Yeah. Fuck it, we ball.